I'm dripping junket. Hi guys, how you doing? It's Ralfy here, Ralphy's Reviews, Team No Steep. Today we're going to be looking at one of the new Subtanks. We're going to be looking at Horizon Tech's Arctic. Been around for a little while now. I've had this one for a week or so. Put it through its paces, and I have to say I'm really liking it. We'll get down, do a few close-ups. I'll show you what comes in the box. We'll talk about any unique features that we find along the way, and see what you think of it. Yeah, see you in a minute. Okie dokie. So comes in a natty box. It's already got the 0.5 coil installed, and there's a 0.2 waiting for the brave. Arctic Horizon Tech Subtank. It's got your scratch and sniff, authentic checker, authentication checker, and on the back it's got a few simple instructions, a quick breakdown of how it goes together. It claims that it's got 100% USA made Canthor wire. Don't know what difference that makes. I know what Canthor makes, I don't know why it's USA made. Obviously it's made of stainless steel and Pyrex. It's 22mm wide, so it's going to look great on your tubes. To be fair, you wouldn't run it on a tube, you'd run it on a variable eye output, because you're going to be blasting it at 60 to 100, you know, so you want something with some balls. 4 intake holes and 100% organic cotton. Ooh, yeah. See, what I really like, I don't know if the camera will pick this up because the lighting in here is appalling today, is that it shows you on the 0.5 to 1.2 ohms, you need a 10 amp discharge battery, so a bit of battery safe there. 0.2 to 0.5, 25 amp or higher, so that you're not blowing bits off yourself. Not that you would, it just won't work properly. So remember kids, vape safe, vape happy. Crack it open. You'll see a bit of juice residue here and there because I've been using it, so disregard that. And it's very simple construction. It's got this drip tip. There's massive on the bore there. Look, you could drive a biplane through that. That obviously comes out as interchangeable. The bottom unscrews, as is such with all of these devices, to reveal your little deck there. There's your pre-built coil. It's got 2 juice entry slots, one each side. And if the camera will pick it up, if you can see down inside, it's got 2 vertical coils, one stacked on top of the other. When this coil dies, I'll rip it apart and look at rebuilding, and I'll do a video that shows exactly what's going on in there, as I intend to do with the Delta 2 and the Kangatech. Both of those I've already done the groundwork, if you like. I can strip them down and rebuild them and they work okay. So when I get time, you'll see videos of me showing you how to rebuild the pre-made coils. We've got 4 air holes, Cyclops style, big chunky slots. What I like about it is, if I can rotate it to close it off, it's a bit juicy. So we go all the way, closed, and then you can keep spinning it and spinning it and spinning it. There's the next one coming open. So it don't matter which way you go, you can have as much or as little air as you need. And if you have all 4 open, believe you me, you get a lovely airy draw. Not unlike a lot of drippers, you know. I've got drippers that have less draw, that are tighter on the draw than this one is wide open. Here's the coil out of its deck. Let's just give it a quick wipe. Get that vanilla goodness off. So there's your rechangeable. Like I say, it's 0.5 in there. That's what I've been using since I got it, and it's been absolutely spot on. See the deck now. Again, I'll just give it a wipe. It's a bit juicy. We've got a nice little centre connector. Really smooth threads. Great little seal. I've not had it leak since I've had it, and I've filled it up a lot. No adjustable on the 510, So you're going to want a device that's either adjustable or that suits it, because there's not a lot you could do with that. You could probably prise it out a little bit, but I wouldn't recommend trying to damage your Arctic. So that's the base. There's a coil. The tank part itself, much like the Delta 2, doesn't seem to come apart. Obviously it's not made in one piece, because it's 2 pieces of stainless, 3 pieces of stainless, maybe 4 with a top in there, and the glass. If you got a tool in there, in the slots there, and gave it some, you'd probably find that you could unscrew it, but why bother? You know, if you're going to break the glass, you can probably buy these tops separate as they come, or you might have to buy a new bad boy. But touch wood, Pyrex is tough stuff. We're yet to break it. You're not going to crack it with any of your super juices. And the job's a good one, yeah? See how wide the chimney is there? Look, it's got some throat on it, hasn't it? Look, big fat chunky devil. What I'm going to do is take this opportunity to put the 0.2 coil in, yeah? So I'll just get my greasy fingers on that and get it out of its little jacket like a sweetie. Bear with, not the camera. So we have got, if the camera will pick it up, come on, you can. BTDC, which is bottom turbo dual coil, I'm guessing, and it says 0.2 ohms, 30 to 100 watts. There's your 2 juice entry points. There's your 2 coils, which are more spaced out than they are on the 0.5, hence the lower resistance, and the organic coil around it. So I'm going to give it a bit of a prime, which I always do with these Subtank coils, no matter what the model. So I'm just going to run a bit of juice around the top of that, a little dribble down into it, you know, you're not going to hurt it, no need to flood it, and then we'll just lay a line onto those take-up points, let it soak in, give that one another go, not the camera again, give that one another go, and that should be as good as we need to install into the base. So screw them in, really simple. As far as they'll go, the job's a good one, finger tight does it. Now we're going to fill the reservoir, which is a bit fiddly, because see the little slots on the side, that's where you've got to get your juice. So with a spout, it's not too bad. If you had a dropper type dispenser with your juice bottle, you'd be there a little while. Anyway, give it a good squeeze. Squeeze some juicy and stop for air. Squeeze some juicy, and we're about there. It's just starting to flood up the side of the next hole. So we're good. Put the base back on. What I do is close off the air holes like I just have, and have a bit of a chug on it, just to have some sucking on it before you fire it off on your mod, just to make sure that you're good and juicy, and then open it back up, ready for vaping. So there you go, what a beautiful thing, really well made. All the threads are buttery smooth, the quality of the finish is absolutely spot on. I've yet to find a fault with it, yet to find a fault. We'll go back up top and we'll give it a go on the 0.2. Wish me luck, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so we've got the 0.2 pre-made coil in, which as far as I'm aware is a unique feature for the Arctic. It should take us seriously below. What I'm going to do, I'm going to crank this bad boy up to about 80 watts, do you reckon? Which they say is the limit for the 0.5 one, so we should be well safe. We'll give it a vape and see what occurs. Whoa, oh, you beauty! That's seriously sub now. No wonder they call it an Arctic. Christ on a bike. Let's hit it again. Whoa. Well, I don't know what happened there. I'll tell you what, that first hit on a 0.2 pre-made, yeah, it does it. For me, I like the Kanga, got dry hits on heavy VG juice, and the flavour was okay. Then I moved on to the Delta 2, which I still really like. In my book, the Delta 2 is absolutely mint. Great great flavour, great clouds. It's a winner chicken dinner. But having tried the Arctic, will I go back to the Kanga? No, I won't. I might keep it as a toy for the rebuildable deck that came with it and have a play and whatnot, but not fussed. Will I keep the Delta? Yeah, I like the Delta. Definitely keeping the Delta. Definitely use the Delta. Is this any better? Well, better for what? You know, they both produce volumes of cloud. I would say, because of the 0.2 coil that you can get for the Arctic, it comes with one. You can buy them singly on packs of 5. It probably gives it the edge. That and the flavour. What? The Arctic, fantastic. Great cloud, great flavour. Almost like dripping, but not dripping. And that's what I really like about this. It's the flavour. I've vaped juice in it that I've dripped for months. Elementary, our own juice, and I know it inside out. Really nice. This brought out different flavours. This brought out strange nuances that I know aren't in it, but a combination of the concentrates that we use must bring out different layers based on the gear that you're using. That's not news, but what is news is that the Arctic delivers. It does it. You've got turn up and down for different levels and different layers. Elementary is not a simple juice. It's not an overcomplicated one either, but it does definitely achieve more layers and more depth of flavour through the Arctic than it does through the Delta 2, and it's miles above the Kanga Subtank. So there you go, really. It's a great device, a really good device. I have been using it since I got it. It's not come off this T8. Great clouds, great volume. The build quality is fantastic. The price is not super cheap, but not dear enough that I wouldn't buy one, because I have. Here it is, you know. It delivers. Arctic Subtank by Horizon Tech is a winner chicken dinner. And remember, folks, smoking kills, vaping saves lives. Which do you choose? Big love, everyone.